What is happening, fam? How we doing today, guys? Davey. Oh Lord, help me already. We got day 3 on our hands, and the bird is in the sky. And we are shooting today, guys. Another fun building. Make sure I'm not exposure. Okay, we're -3 EV. We are shooting the Vast Bank building here today, guys, and I'm excited. Again, we're gonna try and run through the 3 batteries as usual. However, like yesterday, as you saw, we had shot right, the Black Wall Street Greenwood District. The day before that, we shot here at the field. Now just kind of staying in the same area, moving around this part of downtown. We are going to be shooting today the Vast Bank building, and the reason why we're shooting this today obviously is next on my list, but I was actually watching a book review today, and I'm actually going to bring y'all into my world there in a second. But I was watching this video, and I realized, I'm like, man, I really haven't exposed my secret sauce, like how I was able to read 200 books in 12 months. And a lot of people ask me, like, how I was able to do that. I've never had the time to sit down and like show people how simple it is. And now with ChatGPT, it's like lightning speeds faster than even what I was doing before. Now I could probably knock out a couple books a day if I really wanted to. But getting a couple of just, basic shots here in the beginning. But yeah, guys, I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun little shoot today. Remember, the first battery, usually what I'm doing is gonna be the regular ortho mosaic, like just hyperlapse shot, which we'll do here. And remember, we're gonna line this out for hyperlapse waypoint, non-preset waypoints. We're just gonna sit here. I think I'm gonna do a 30. What do you guys feel about that? 30 is gonna be good. 30 lets us have the whole building in frame, and it's a very square situation. But this is actually gonna be really good, like, for y'all to watch how I actually do, and how like a really easy this can be to kind of get this situated. So if you notice, it's not difficult to actually line up the building properly. It's just tough when the building or whatever you're shooting for a hyperlapse is not ideally square. So that's why I just say the rule of thumb is 8, right? So then I'm able to just do like flat corner, like edge corner of the building. And from there you get a pretty good like close-up of the building. And so what we're doing here is just getting this sucker nailed out. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Happy Wednesday, guys. It's hump day, and it's almost Thanksgiving. What do you guys have planned for Thanksgiving? Anything fun? Black Friday's coming up. How's our shopping carts, our Amazon shopping carts? Are they looking good too? I know mine is. I know my wish list is definitely getting bigger, which is directly connected to my friends list, who also have access to this. And yeah, will we be purchasing those for ourselves? Probably not. But will we be requesting that some of our friends be generous this Christmas season? Absolutely. As we, no, I'm joking. It's not that big. That's what she said. No, but all jokes aside, guys, I'm super excited because this time of year, a lot of good Black Friday deals are happening on like technology cameras and stuff. So it's gonna be super good for us to get some good new equipment. And just so we can finish up the shot. By the way, rule of thumb, if you're shooting this the 8-point shot, right, do yourself a favor and then just shoot like 9, like do 9 waypoints, just so that there's a full circle, right? And it'll be a 30-second, right? Interval 2 seconds. Bada bing, bada boom.
Aircraft is flying to the first waypoint.
Okay, so there's the first. That's gonna get annoying. Again, I'm gonna mute this. Okay, but now birds up, as you guys can see that. I kind of want to put something over that. I don't want the camera to get too hot, but can you guys see me good? Alrighty, so let's jump into this. So I'm gonna give you guys some insight, some like dirty details into my hack for speed reading and data collection and learning about whatever niche you want to do, right? So I read 200 books, right? And what I mean by that is I found books that I wanted to read, and I found a way to read them really, really fast. So it started off with me literally just speed reading. Now I was like, how can I go faster? Well, I'm not spending my time speed reading. So I said, how could I start listening and reading it at a faster rate? So I started speeding up audiobooks to like 1.5 or 2. And then I was like, it's still not fast enough. Like, I want to be able to get through a whole book in a day and feel like I got a pretty good grasp of what it was. So I said, okay, what if I were to, instead of just like speed reading or speed listening and call it that, and following along for like a quarter of a book, because then your brain stops. Why don't I speed read like certain sections that I search up online are the most important by other reviewed authors, other reviewed readers. Then I was like, okay, well, these book summaries or book key points, they probably have videos, right? So I started to find YouTube videos of all the book summaries that are very in-depth, very visual, very graphic in 20 minutes. So I said, okay, so I'm going to pair this with whatever I was reading that I enjoyed or sections I wanted to read out of the book and that were recommended that I read from the book. So pairing that, I was able to condense, and that's how it really started. It was like, okay, I'm going to watch this YouTube video, okay? Then I'm going to go into the book and find specific points in the book that are recommended, that like the specific sections. It'll be a story or an example or a statistic that I needed to understand, and then I took notes from that, right? And I took 3 key takeaways of that, and I was able to get through a whole book in 1 hour every day. Now, it's not fully in depth, but the concept is I want to get the main points quickly, the principles, and that's what I was after, is understanding the money principles, the management principles, the business principles. It was, how can I accumulate that knowledge very quickly so that when I go into the marketplace and service people, I have the knowledge to feel confident whatever I'm saying. Even if they look at me like, how do you know this? It's because I got the basic principles by reading hundreds of books. But now it's like to give me the more in-depth information, so I have a pretty good foundation, is really is what I would say that I've done. So I'm going to show you a hack real quick, guys, all right? And we're screen recording, so check this out, okay? So give you an example. I was listening to this, I actually stopped for a little while, but I got back on it a couple months ago, just because I didn't really have a whole lot of time, because I started doing a lot of things and not have a lot of time for investing in myself. So we're getting back into the flow. But Psychology of Money, this is a good book, right? And in the video here, this is a perfect example. I used to follow a separate page about this, but this is a great example, right?
The true nature of money is the dance between the cold arithmetic of a spreadsheet.
Right, so you got a pretty good idea of like, oh, okay, this would be a good little video summary, right? So it's 20 minutes, right? And the
my name is Jean Yoon, and I'm a consultant, a content creator, and a business owner.
No, can we move, please? So what I did, so typically I'd watch the whole thing, then I would do 3 key takeaways, right? And then I would be like, okay, what can I take from this and start applying? And that's how I would, on my little stories, if you guys have been following me for a while, that's how I would present it, right? So let me jump into now how I'm doing it nowadays with ChatGPT, which is like night and day. So you share, copy link, first step, copy the link, okay? And this is before I watch it, okay? I know it sounds hacking the system, but like, just copy the link. You're gonna go into this little extension called YouTubeTranscript.com. It's free to use. You drop in the URL. As you can see, I've already done it, right? And then it's gonna pull up the whole transcript of YouTube. If it's not already in the bottom of YouTube, sometimes it doesn't give you all of it. Copy transcript. Then you're going to go into ChatGPT and start a thread with just this book, right? So I said, I tried sending the link earlier, it didn't work. But then I was like, okay, summarize this book review for me. And then I just pasted the link, right? I just pasted that link that we just copied, okay? It's everything that he said in that video. The book review, watch this, right? Book review will explain the complex relationship between money, behavior, and happiness. It highlights blah, 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 blah. So he broke down, the ChatGPT broke down the 8 key points from that 20-minute conversation, which is the 8 key points from that book, okay? Financial DNA, behavior over knowledge, compound kinks, pessimism and money, 2 forgotten elements, true wealth versus being rich, the real price, and hedonic treadmills. So I just got a brief summary of breakdown of this book. Now, for me, again, I care about 3 key takeaways or things that I can really take away and go apply into the real world, right? So what I then said, and this is where you guys can get good at prompt engineering, what are the specific and actionable 3 key takeaways from this that's going to help the viewer start making more money by understanding the psychology behind it? Boom, now we're getting sauce, right? Here we go. So, if you guys have not read The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, here is everything you need to know about the book that actually you can apply from the book and start, applying in real life. Take it and apply in real life. Start investing early, understand compounding. And which, again, now that I've watched the video, I know the specific example they're going to talk about, right? But again, this is all about fundamentally grounding yourself before you watch the video. It's like priming. So you understand before you go into it, and I'll explain how that works in the brain as well. But start investing early, right? Begin starting as soon as possible, compound over time. They have the Warren Buffett analogy of how he started at 10 years old. Now he has $81 billion. Acknowledge and embrace the risk, embrace the role and risk of luck, right? Of luck and risk. Understand your awareness of that. Balance realistic investment decisions, being open to opportunities, taking calculated risks, XYZ. Define and pursue true wealth. Like, get very clear what that looks like for you. Distinguish that rich is not just having an income, but it's also about having control of your time and what those assets can produce for you, like the self-restraint and yeah. So it's really good stuff. Like, this is for someone who's just getting started, right? These are the 3 key takeaways, right? This is vague takeaways, but I feel like this is good priming information. So now when we go back into the video and we start it over and you spend just 20 minutes, okay? Now you already have the knowledge of the book. So now you have the knowledge. Now go acquire the experience. And now that your reticular activating system, the prefrontal cortex of your brain, is now primed to identify the key specifics within that primer, that niche or that filter that you've just created through ChatGPT, you're going to learn this much faster. And now you can apply it this much faster. And so what I'm showing you is like literally a hack you can have to prime your brain to learn faster. And so that's why I love ChatGPT now, because it's like you can literally prime your brain to learn or adapt or brand anything so much faster. Now, again, the differentiator is the experience and time. So you have to make an investment, and at some point you want to become an expert in something. But until that point, prime yourself with knowledge, bro. Like, get exposure to all of it. It's available now at your fingertips. So that's super cool hack. But the reason why I encourage you to prime and then go in and do a deep dive is because, and this is again proven science, you can go look at it, the brain will oftentimes, I think, I gotta find the actual stat, confuses entertainment and education. Now, what does that mean? If I'm gonna go to a football game or a basketball game, I'm gonna go there and get entertained. My brain's gonna shut off, right? It's gonna begin a competition mode and to try and enjoy the moment. Whereas if you watch a video that's super impactful, that can condense a lot of things, your brain will trick yourself into thinking this is entertainment, and you'll actually forget most of the things you watch right? Just because it's entertainment purposes. Whereas for me, if I'm already going into the video having knowledge, I am more keen to like not be distracted by things that I would have already been needing to learn. So now that I already have the knowledge, it's like I'm looking for the super specific things that I don't already know that allows me to focus more intently and extract more information, like specific actionable things. And that data is extremely impactful if you're able to take this and apply it and get specific about your, how it applies to your lifestyle. That to me is why I'm a big proponent of AI, because I feel like integration with the human psyche, like not physically, I think like for the time being, it's going to be extremely impactful for helping us accelerate our learning curves so that we can learn faster. Oh my God. All right, let's try and continue real quickly. That's it on the phone. I do apologize, guys. This camera is getting overheating really quickly lately, so I'm gonna have to get a new body. But the short version is, yes, that's everything that goes into it. I think it's super impactful. I think it's super dope. And yeah, just to hop you back in the screen now. This is the back part of the vast bank, and we're actually turning around the side here, so we're about halfway done with that. But I thought that's a good opener for today, to kind of have a conversation about money, have a conversation about the psychology of money, how all those play a part together, like how the psychology of money plays into vast bank. And just actually, let's hop into that and let's see what we got. Let's learn about Vast Bank today. How'd they get to Tulsa? Right, so we got screen recording. Now we got Vast Bank. Vast Bank. Sorry, I cannot spell Tulsa, Oklahoma. Cannot spell sometimes. Okay. So who is Vast Bank? Okay, so they're not just they're not a local. I've heard that they're like national, but let's see. Let's learn about Vast Bank. They got high yield checking. Looks like a dope app. I want to know like some political insights into them. What's unique about them? Okay, here we go. What's some news? Tulsa Bank, Vast Bank operates with increased oversight following regulations, concerns on cryptocurrency. So Tulsa-based Vast Bank agreed to a consent order that requires the bank to bolster internal control with more reporting to the government. The order stops further action by the Interesting. Hey, look at that drone shot. It's kind of like what I'm doing. Man, oh man. You know what's crazy, guys? I think that this lens is like too heavy or too bulky for this camera. This is the second time now, and this is maybe some like food for thought, advice for anyone who's getting into this space. Do not get a big boy lens and put it on a little boy camera. So either that or just upgrade your body, because that's about what I'm gonna do next. So super apologetic again. Wasting your damn time, people. No, but let's jump back in, guys. So, okay, because this was actually really important. I wanted to share with you guys. So, screen recording. Back into the phone, right? CEO Tom Bilanchi said federal regulators had concerns about the bank holding cryptocurrency assets for customers. So, this is again just local, but this is also happening nationally, right? So they started advertising crypto account in 2020, but I want to know, why is that a problem? The venture was small, less than 1% of its holdings. According to Bilanchi, said currently Vast holds about $2 million of crypto assets with no investment by the bank. The consent order cited unsound practices by the bank relating to liquidity, new products, IT infrastructure, record keeping, and requires additional oversight. The new bank pointing to blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's just they're a local bank and they're not transparent about their investment strategy. Okay, we've heard that before. I want to know something interesting about them. Like, I want to figure out, how does that apply to me? Like, what do they invest into? You know, like if we're coming to Tulsa, right? I want to know what are they investing into? How do I get access to that investment? And you know, how does that make sense for me, right? Because I need to make money, right? I need to. Here we go. Social investing. If let's say I have a fintech app, I want to develop something in that paradigm. I need to know how to make money, right? So this is back to what we said yesterday about following the money, right? Social investing app Investor launches crypto trading in the partnership with Bass Bank. What does that mean? That's interesting. So award-winning social investor app Investor. What's Investor look like? Yeah, I want to leave your website. Later. Deuces. You know, all these crypto apps are the exact same, bro. Like, literally, all these fintech apps are the exact same, just rebranded with equity. It's all equity play, and it's all politics. That's one thing I would just be very mindful of. You get into the fintech world, because you're really identifying small niche problems that a lot of people are already solving or have already solved. So it's a matter of, when you're looking at competition, going to a fintech space, bro, you're going to have lots of competition. So you're going to already have lots of eyes. So you really have to have something unique, or you just have to have a large fan base. That's it. So investor must have something unique that we don't know about, right? So the launch crypto through a new partnership. Okay, so they're leveraging the Coinbase Exchange platform for trading. So what does the investor do, though? A social investment app. So again, this is the reason why they're probably unique, is that it sounds like they're bringing in social media aspects to it. Investor members of all 50 U.S. states are not able to buy. The minimum crypto investment is just $5. So you're saying, okay, here we go. Now this is probably the unique value add, right? Investors' partnership with Bass Bank, the first U.S. bank to offer digital asset custody, means investor customers' cryptocurrencies are custodied in a national regulated U.S. bank. Further, Coinbase adds the world-class liquidity and expertise in one of the larger classes, largest crypto exchange platform in the U.S. A recent survey found, by the way, I'm going to stop this real quickly. A recent survey found that 60% of current crypto owners would rather use. Okay, so this is probably how they sold everyone. So they're looking at the typical crypto owner who has no clue about investing, who has, like, my dad, for instance, a great example. Like, he just looks at me and says, "Brandon, invest my money for me, please." So he'd be an ideal situation where it's like, if it was convenient and you have my crypto at my bank, yeah, I'll invest it with you guys. But literally, no, like, that's the whole reason why crypto was a thing and how it started. Bitcoin is like decentralized finance. It's a whole other conversation. All right, let me stop this right now. Let me pull the drone over here. Ooh. Folks! Oh, that's right. I forgot it has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. Like, once upon a time, that would have been a really bad situation. That that would have actually been like a really tough situation once upon a time, where the omnidirectional sensor was not functioning properly. But all right, let's get this bird back in here. Yes. Now, what I'm gonna do... Whoa! I see a flying star. A flying star. No, I wanna do... Right. So I did 30, right? And I did like a close shot, right? We did 30, correct, guys? Yeah, we did. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to do a really wide shot at like do a really wide shot at like 15. So I don't usually do this one, but this is gonna be a good, like, really like wide sweep. So I'll teach you some things too when I get this situated. But let me go back, put this hyperlapse on. You're fine. You're building away. Relax. Again, the goal is to keep this very focused and straight in the middle of the building. Okay, and then let the corner reveal itself. And then boom, now we found the corner. Oof. Same thing, just let it reveal itself. And not rush to, that way we get a very smooth circle. Right? Boom. And if you're noticing, I am not rushing the circle. And there's the city in the background. Again, if you're asking this, like, how the heck are you able to keep your hands so steady and all this, and like perfectly get the shots and the angles that line up? Because I've been doing this for years now. Like, again, I stopped doing it. Oh my. You know, I'm baffled at this point. I'm gonna shoot the camera back up there, right? The drone. I finished mapping the building, but again, y'all, I have no clue what's up with this thing. I'm gonna have to get it fixed because it's a little bit unacceptable. Like, really kind of unacceptable. I'm gonna get you guys where it needs to be. But, man, this is all live. Yeah, but it is. I gotta go buy a new body. But, yeah, guys, so check this out. This is a wide angle sweep, negative 15 degrees. And yeah, so we just learned at Vast Bank, right? They're had this partnership with investors simply so that they can target individuals who don't have a lack of knowledge of the crypto industry. So let's get back into Vast Bank. Okay, now let's go back to Google, and I'm going to type in Vast Bank. So I want to know, as a drone operator, how can I make money for a company like Vast Bank, right? So Vast Bank, they're a bank, and that they're an institution, and they focus on fintech mapping. Do they have buildings, right? So we got to think about development process. So that developments know they have partners though in that network. How can I get access to them? Who do I need to know that they're building out, they're financing, they're funding? Do they fund investment or infrastructure projects? Okay, so recording. Vast Bank. Here we go. So I want to see what drone companies have they invested into. Boom. So Tulsa poised to become centerpiece of the drone corridor in Oklahoma. Absolutely, right? Osage Nation Skyway 36 is the building. Oh, so that's the Budding Autonomous Flight Center that I think Mayor was talking about, the Skyway. So the drone port network, which entered into a 4-year contract with Osage LLC to develop the oversee the facility, to renovate a hangar and office space, 3,000-foot runway suitable for small. Okay. I want to see like. Okay. Okay. So, Skyway 36 is an important component in the Tulsa Regional Advanced Mobility Tram Corridor Project. 4 planned operation nodes connecting. Okay, so then connect OSU, Osage, Tulsa facilities in 119 nautical mile. And this thing's about to overheat again. Wow, guys, apologies. I may have to just go straight mic from here, so I do apologize if we no longer have any more visual, but it is what it is. So I'm going to turn this on, and we're red. So, appreciate you guys. Peace and love. It blanks out. Alright, 1 of 4 planned operating nodes connecting Oklahoma State University. Okay. I want to know how the banks come into play here. How does the banks come into play? So they're solely fintech. Okay, but I want to know how they invest into the local economy. Who do they invest into? Yeah, this is. Eek. Wow, this is one of the slowest responding I've ever seen. My phone, camera, this is a beautiful day, I'm telling you. Vast big investment thesis in local economy in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, what do they invest into? Yeah, but like, who do they invest into? They're a bank. They have access to a lot of liquid, of debt. What does the Bialanchi family invest into? Maybe I have to give them a call. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in today, and I hope maybe something here stuck out to you, and you learned something about the money, the psychology of money, which is probably really important. I mean, that you guys learn money. You learn what money is. You learn how money moves, like I was mentioning earlier, and you just follow the money, regardless of, again, what resources do you have. As you can see, I don't have the best camera. I don't have the best of anything, but I get the things. I get shit done, right? And that's your job. It's going to be testing you. Like, this is a market of testing. Like, it's going to test you mentally, emotionally, physically. So that's why you got to get in the gym, right? Like, today I hit my pull day. So I did biceps and back, right? Nothing crazy. Couple overhead pull downs, some V rows, bicep curls, preacher curls, just getting some blood flow in the body, bro. Even if you got no energy, just go, right? Get your mind right for this market, so that when you go out and we're getting into, a new type of season of the industry, like, you're positioned for that. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. Here is the recap videos of today, and again, I apologize, wouldn't be able to show them fully, but here they are. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.